Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back. Very late today, but there's something going on in the markets, and I don't know exactly what it is, but there's definitely some kind of shift that just went on today. And the way you notice shifts is when you have portfolios, you see them behave in a certain manner for a long period of time, and then suddenly something just kind of doesn't work. Something shifts, something goes uh, uh, wrong. I'm not talking about losing money, and it's not what I'm saying. When you look at the underlying, everything you own, right? Some are diversified, some are uh, not only diversified within the S&P. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about diversified individual stocks, emerging markets, commodities, and so forth. You'll see a shift, and it's noticeable because the market hasn't really done much, but your portfolio has, and that's like a seismic kind of shift. So let's go through everything here. Take a look. This is the eco-weighted ETF. Starting to break down from a structure below a structure. Dividend weighted is fine. VIX is starting to pop just a little bit. Right, so you see everything looks kind of normal so far, right? Not in my portfolios, and that's I pay attention to that. Take a look at New York Stock Exchange. Nothing there. Dow Jones pulling back a little bit. You see, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't look like much, but I can sense it, right, in the portfolios. Here we start to get a little bit into like, okay, look at that. It broke a little bit. All right. So now that's a hook, and we can validate that. All right. So there's the hook. Started to break down here. Nasdaq definitely broke down from this tight, 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 tight. Didn't touch the top. Okay. There's a subtlety right in there. Huge drop, about 2.35%, which is the maximum of the daily move down. Small caps breaking out incredibly bullish. They started to pull back today. Transportations have been having this double top right here, and that was noticeable yesterday. Okay, now it's starting to break down from this structure. These are small, but very noticeable in portfolios. The fangs, right? We've been talking about this. That there was a nice little bull flag that should have pushed to the upside. Instead, it fell apart. It's down 2.66 for the day. Point of control again. Let me move it over, make sure we incorporate everything. Where is it at? All right, yeah, point of control, and that's the small one here, about 5,385, and then the next one is going to be about 4,528. Europe doing okay. UK doing okay. Denmark, all right. World Stock Market Index down just 0.62. Airlines, right, starting to break down from this structure, and the breakdown happened today. We saw the breakdowns start to occur in some of the airlines yesterday, while the index did not. The actual airlines were breaking down. All right, this is my little fear indicator, or not fear. This is my little again indicator that I put together. That's starting to break down. China started to break down. Uh, we had this one to pop right here. These are the fangs of China, right? So we're saying, okay, let's mark this, see if it takes off, and instead it failed. It failed. All right, so there's not just my portfolios. There's evidence there. Nifty 50 continued higher, incredibly bullish. Japan sideways. Taiwan pulling back. Cosby. pushing higher. Saudi pulling back a little bit. Australia's doing fine. Brazil's pulling back. Um, Emerging markets popped through, now starting to pull back a little bit. These are very small, right? Germany started out nicely and then is retracing right back down. BRICS starting to fall down. Real estate pulling back. It was supposed to break out, no follow through. That's the problem with wedges. They break one way and then do the other. Okay. Again, very small, but noticeable. Banks holding up. Oil. Oil had a nice little rising wedge. Broke down, balanced out for now. All right. Didn't make it all the way to the top. Instead, it broke a little bit. It's hovering against this trend line here now. We'll see if that holds. If this goes, I would worry a lot more. Gold is pulling back, broke down the uptrend in a healthy manner. Commodities are still holding up. Precious metals, forget about them. We know that. Base metals are doing okay. Let me switch this over. Steel. All right, there we go. Palladium starting to go. Okay. Why would palladium be going with ongoing talks of stimulus? Obviously, the stimulus is not enough, right? Copper holding up. Agriculture starting to bounce here just a little bit, but holding. Sugar cane. All right, balanced. Corn barely holding on. Wheat starting to bounce a little bit. Soybeans holding. Forget about nat gas. Bitcoin. There's that drop we were talking about. Remember I was telling you? Be careful. This needs to correct. There it is. There it is. All right. So we had the 1, 2, 3. Right? Came up here. This was not going to break to the upside, and we said it. We said that. And we started to build that pressure right here, and boom, right? And now we're holding this support area, building that pressure. Guess what? Look for lower. Look for lower. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with breaking lower. Okay? Because it needs to correct down to this. Right? Somewhere in here. And then back up we go. But the entire structure is a rising wedge. And when you have a rising wedge, eventually what's going to end up happening is this will have to correct as well. So I could do something like this. All right. Litecoin pulling back. Ethereum is okay. Ripple is okay. Dollar starting to pop here a little bit. Okay. So we have a nice little double top here. This looks like it's going to be forming some kind of another bear flag. Maybe it comes up a little bit more. Maybe it'll end up looking like this something. I'll just put it up there. Right. We'll leave it like that. So it will correct from this structure here, which is tight. Right now we're going sideways. When you break a tight or a limp tick or something like that, you should see a thrust move, not this garbage. This is garbage. All right. So maybe a little bit more to the upside, but then you will look for down. So that doesn't look good. And you're like, okay, well, it doesn't fucking make sense, right? Because everything is selling, right? And that's the key. US dollar, Japan, nothing. Euro starting to pull back. Pound is holding. Euro pound, there's nothing there. Nothing in Turkish lira, ruble. A little bit of a bounce on the dollar against the ruble. US CAD, we had this bullish setup, right? Tried to break out a little bit today. Fell back into structure. Australia, dollar still holding. New Zealand dollar holding. Dollar against the Mexican peso, nothing. The yuan, a little bit of a double bottom here, pumping a little bit. The Euro index was supposed to push higher, instead broke this trend line up and also broke out of this trend, broke down from this bullish formation. So that's not, very good. The 10-year still holding in this cup and handle, no movement. Aggregate bonds still falling, they're being sold off. Junk bonds are, barely holding on to this trend line. Okay. Tips are still, they came back into structure. We're still looking for downside on that one. All right, let's look at the Royal Caribbeans. There it is. And it's still within the little wedge. Norwegian broke out, pulling back today. It's down 3%, so that's significant. Carnival pulling back, double top. Apple breaking down from the breaking down from that structure. Okay, there it is. Went to pop out, then boom, crash. So, Apple's again one of those important stocks. First of all, when you look at the NDX and the SPX in terms of the devaluation of the dollar, right? You see that we're starting to have some pullbacks. See it right there? Oh, come on. See it right there? This is a fairly big candle. All right. Here, not so much in the S&P, but for the Nasdaq, the market leader, it's a pretty big deal. This move, because it's breaking it. Okay. What about? Let's do it this way. Let's just do NDX raw. Right, haven't put this up in a while. Let's put Nasdaq. I think I put Nasdaq. There it is. And then we'll put Apple. Okay, there it is. So Apple's the leading indicator. Starting to fall back out of this structure below structure. Starting to pull back again. Same thing we see here with Nasdaq. Okay, so let me fix this up a little bit. Clear it up. All right, so you've seen that Apple has gone sideways. Here's the all-time high. It's gone sideways, more or less, while the Nasdaq has risen. Right? Last time that happened, boom. Right, so be aware of these things. They're subtle, they're small, but cumulatively, when shit doesn't go right, something is wrong. Amazon, breaking down from the wedge. Microsoft, breaking down from the bull flag. A bear flag, sorry. Okay. So you see the shift. You can feel it, right? Facebook coming back to support. Netflix, huge move. And just to measure it, because sometimes, again, the eye is deceiving, it's a 6% move. That's big. Google, big move down. Okay. No follow through. Nvidia, there you go. There you go. And I'm seeing it the first time like you are. And there you go. Boom. Falling down from this structure. 1, 2, 3. Tesla. There you go. Breaking down as well. Right there. Right there. And it's 4 o'clock now. So this is end of day stuff. All right. So look for this one to start to really start to pull back now. There's a really good opportunity for this to down. Tesla is down 7% for the day. All right. And this is again, remember, this is risk on. Yes, it's a single stock, but there's a lot of people in that stock, right? A lot of people bid it up, and now there are a lot of people starting to sell it. 7% from, all-time highs. There's only 93% left, right? So no matter how high a price goes, it's always 100% from zero. So you wipe out 7% in a day, you start break down structures. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. It's not good. Delta is holding up. American Airlines, big move down today. Uh, Southwest, okay, down 3.24, broke the uptrend. Now you can see the double top, right there, double top. Got a you got a rising wedge, right? 1, 2, 3 up. This needs to correct. And Southwest, believe me, is very cash heavy. Alaska's pulling back, double top. JetBlue is at support. Spirit, double topping. Allegiant, starting to break down from the structure. Okay, double top. You can see it, right? When these airlines that were, the Momo now recently, vaccine is coming, we're going back to normal. Let's buy fucking airlines. And I'm like, no, no, no. You gotta wait, right? This is fuckery. Hawaiian Airline is breaking down. SkyWest is breaking down. Ryanair is doing okay. EasyJet also breaking down, right? So there's money coming out of. There's two things. One, there's no continuation, so there's not more money flowing into airlines, which are the most beaten up. Two, it's not only that the money is not pumping in, but it's also breaking trend lines. So the trend is starting to change. Copa is not doing anything. China Eastern Airlines broke out and now it's starting to fall. Right, came back into structure in a vicious kind of way. So look at that, 7% down. Right, Turkish, forget about. All right, so you can see it. There's definitely something that's going on that's kind of funky. Again, it's so hard to say. But from my experience, when I see shifts in the portfolios that suddenly don't work, and it's not a very big amount. It's just the way it's set up and structured. Suddenly it just shifts, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Right. So that's why you always have to, even if it's a simulator. I have simulator accounts. I don't give a shit. I set them up. I follow them. I look at them. They're diversified. So, you do it enough, you start to sense these seismic kind of shifts in the market, and that gives you a pretty good indication that, hey, something is not working right. And sure enough, you look at the key players, Apple, Tesla, and they're not performing. Yet, in the overall indice, it's just like a normal kind of pullback day or pump day or whatever, because it goes both ways. Market internals. Where is that? Today's travels was only 500, or yesterday's actually 500,000. That's very bad. Market internals. Energy is leading. Industrial, materials. What's lagging? Technology, communications, real estate. And discretionary. Yeah, see? Even the internals are showing you, hey, this is completely fucking ass backwards. Completely ass backwards. On a 5-day look back, energy, S&P is down. Energy, industrials, material leading. No. It's completely ass backwards as well. So be ready. Get ready. Something will likely happen. Okay? All right, guys. That's it for the video today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.